Hey, so the next part of this is constructing, or not constructing, but the forms of associations. So these are really important. The first form we have is linear and non-linear, right? So linear is just a straight pattern like this, and non-linear is a curved pattern like this, right? Right, just remember, linear is straight and non-linear is curved. Right. The next one we have is positive and negative. Positive, if we look from left to right, is going up, right? So going towards, positive, when you're on that high, you're positive, you're going up. And the negative is left to right, going down, right? So going towards the negative numbers. Right. The last one we have is strong, moderate, and weak associations, right? So the strong association will have dots that are really close together. Moderate will have them spaced out a bit more, and weak will have them spaced out even more. And this is just something you're going to have to remember. You'll just get used to the pattern recognition of what is strong, what is moderate, and what is weak. Right? And so if we come here, the last thing we need to know is dependent and independent values. So when we're looking at this, dependent values rely on something else. So if I said, the minutes you watch of ACM tuition and the marks you get, right? Obviously, the more minutes you watch, the better your marks are going to be, right? So your dependent values, right? Your marks depend on the minutes you watch. So these are going to be your dependent values, and the next one is going to be your independent, right? Another thing to look out for is your independent values are always going to be on this X line, and your dependent values are going to be on the Y line, right? So if we have a question like this, what is the association of this? I would say this is moderate, linear, and positive, right? So you always have to include all of these. Like when it says, what is the association? You have to say, is it positive or negative? Is it linear or non-linear? And what's the strength? So moderate and linear, right? We go to this one. This is negative, it's weak, and it's linear, right? For example, right? And then dependent and independent values was literally what we were saying before, right? So that's pretty much the summary of that. The important part here is just getting these nailed down. Remember, if it asks for the association, you're going to put whether it's linear or non-linear, positive or negative, and then strong, moderate, or weak.